The Humane Society of the United States is reeling from a sexual harassment scandal involving the group's two most prominent leaders.
Yeah, the ABC 7 News I-team has interviewed several Northern California women who say they've been warning about problems at the nonprofit for years now.
ABC 7's Dan Noyes is here with a report you'll see only on ABC 7 News. Dan.
Well, Deanna and Dan, these women tell me they reported sexual harassment at HSUS, but didn't go public with their complaints at the time for fear of losing their jobs. Ariana Humer now runs a sanctuary called Hen Harbor in the Santa Cruz Mountains and remembers her 17 years at the Humane Society of the United States exposed to what she calls the bro culture.
They would be very excited if the new hire was hot, that was like the topic of conversation, or like if she had like big boobs, that would be like amazing.
Humer tells me male executives sleeping with subordinates was common and that she reached her breaking point when the talk became very explicit.
And then he said, oh, so-and-so likes this sexual act, whatever that was. And I was like, what? How do you know? And he said, oh, because we have pictures of it.
She says the pictures circulated among the staff. Humer left HSUS in 2014 after complaining about sexual harassment and reaching a settlement with the group in which they denied any wrongdoing.
Women have been quitting for years HSUS because of these issues.
Alex Burry left her position as HSUS fundraiser because of how the nonprofit responded to her problems with a major donor.
He went to hug me and I tried to step away and he kissed me. And so at that point I did break away and left, and he grabbed at my breast.
Burry tells me she had handled advances from donors before, but she claims the response from an HSUS executive this time was shocking.
Take one for the team.
He said take one for the team. Do you think that he was kidding, half kidding, or serious?
I think half kidding.
But there was a message there.
Absolutely, yes. Do anything for the cause.
That executive, Vice President Paul Shapiro, denies Alex Burry's account, but Politico reported in January that 6 women complained about inappropriate behavior by Shapiro in recent years, including claims he asked them to have sex and told lewd jokes in the office. Shapiro, that once public face of the Humane Society, declined an on-camera interview but said he left HSUS for unrelated reasons after the new year. He sent a statement that reads in part, I sometimes acted inappropriately, for which I'm deeply sorry. I engaged in sophomoric and unprofessional behavior. I should have known better and sincerely regret my thoughtlessness and poor decisions. As Shapiro's story broke in January, accusations also surfaced about the Humane Society's CEO, Wayne Pacelli.
Women I didn't even know had stories were coming out of the woodwork and saying, Alex, what's that phone number? This is what happened to me 4 years ago.
The Washington Post reports that investigators hired by the Humane Society interviewed 33 people and that several former high-ranking women had warned Pacelli his sexual relationships with subordinates, donors, and volunteers could hurt the charity. Wayne Pacelli declined my request for an on-camera interview, but emailed me, never did I intend to make any colleague feel uncomfortable. Nevertheless, I am very concerned that some individuals apparently felt that way. I do, however, deny that I took any action that crossed the line. Pacelli resigned as CEO earlier this month.
I can't believe I had to fight the organization I love to try to save its soul.
Jennifer Fearing worked closely with Wayne Pacelli as the HSUS California director before heading out on her own as a Sacramento lobbyist. She spoke at the Animal Law Conference in October.
But there is no legitimate excuse for tolerating predatory male behavior. Period.
Fearing now refuses to lobby for the Humane Society, unsatisfied with the nonprofit's handling of sexual harassment complaints.
But I would not be signing that contract and affiliating myself with HSUS until they had a complete leadership change.
You cut ties.
Yep.
The nation's largest animal protection organization is scrambling to recover as 7 board members resigned and some donors pulled funding.
We will provide a safe and secure workplace.
The new acting CEO, Kitty Block, declined my request for an interview but posted this statement on the HSUS website.
The compassion we seek in the world will be the foundation of everything we do and every interaction we have.
Now, I'm posting the complete statements from Wayne Pacelli and Paul Shapiro at abc7news.com. Now, by the way, I'm already getting calls about problems at other animal rights groups, and we'll be researching these and get back to you on those as well. Dan and Dion.
All right, certainly eye-opening. Dan, thank you.